Reports are in. Chase Sexton is in for Redbud, but will he show up? Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So let's jump back on the Moto merry-go-round as we examine the good, the bad, and maybe a little bit of the ugly.
No, Walty, not the ugly. Only examine rainbows and sunshine and lollipops and puppy dogs.
No. Somebody's got to read between the lines and look between the industry ruts. And we got some ruts to look through today. This is insanity, right? Insane indeed. Chase Sexton, champ, outdoor champ. Now, courtesy, some would say asterisk, because Jetson wasn't in the Wonder Boy, the chosen one, the Moto Messiah.
Don't forget the alien and the gazelle, Walty.
Wasn't on the gate. So I was a little bit of a gift for Chase Sexton. But personally, and I get a lot of messages, if you're new, jump on board, get involved, jump over to the community page, bring an open face, throw a tear off. The roost tends to fly. We asked it on the community page, is Chase Sexton going to actually show? Now, chances are he will. Chances are he will. And when we did this polling, we hadn't even had the announcement yet that he was coming back. So that would have probably affected the voting a little bit. I get a lot of guys inbox me, mainly over on Instagram, because it's probably the easiest way to get your messages read. But because a lot of times it's hard to jump into the comments here and answering them all. But I do my best to acknowledge you guys. And the reality is this. One of you guys have told me, they're like, dude, if anybody can beat Jet, it's going to be Chase. And I have to agree. I'm really hoping, because the bigger question is this, and I did ask this on the community page as well, so you guys jump over and participate in that. Is he going to go for broke, or is he going to just kind of pack it in and just collect some points and his paycheck and get ready for the playoffs? My guess is, if I was betting on this thing, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, calculated risk, of course, but, I don't think Chase is going to go for broke. At this point, why? Really, why? He's out of the championship. He's leaving KTM. My guess is he's going to probably ride a little more conservative. Now, if he gets out front, I think he'll be forced as a racer to pin it to win it. The thing is that this could be disastrous, because if he wads up while he just negotiated his new ride over at Cowie. Sorry, Prado. I know it sucks, bro. He's coming. He's probably not going to risk injury. Anytime we get on and shout out to Aiden Zing, I think his name was, over at Mammoth. I remember I sponsored a kid with Motostar clothing, that was probably 10, 15 years ago. And he crashed at Mammoth and died as well. And it's just such a tough situation. It's just hard to know how to respond to those situations. And that's why I always say, I don't really dig the industry. Over at Super Motocross SMX's Instagram page, they're promoting Pride Month, but they're not, giving condolences to a fallen rider. And the reason is it's bad for them in terms of the way they're trying to corner the sport and monopolize it and maximize their revenues. They do not want any deaths on their page. But the reality is this is Gladiator Games blood sport. And we lost another rider, and it happens all the time. And they need our support. And, like I said, the family of the kid I sponsored back in the day. It was really so hard on that family. I think the parents ended up, getting a divorce. And it just, you lose a kid is bad enough. But to lose them in a tragic crash in a moto accident, and your whole life has been this, grooming your kid to be a success in moto, that's just a hard pill to swallow. So our condolences definitely go out to that kid. And we're not sugarcoating it here. We have to just, this is the deal. So SMX, post something on the page, support this kid. You got to be transparent. More kids are going to die or get really hurt. We've had so many people getting hurt because the sport's elevating. Jerry Robin, Mike Brown. The list goes on and on and on of the riders are getting hurt and now killed doing the sport. And if all of us watching that have raced and thrown a leg over a moto, we've had our share of hospital visits or ragdolled it on the moto. wants. And it's just part of the deal. So is Chase Sexton really going to be willing to show up? And if he does, is he going to go full send or pack it in? Let's jump over to that polling. Then we'll meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started. All right, race fans, buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors, hold on to your hats and glasses, and throw on a fresh pair of tear-offs, because the roost is about to fly. When asked on the Walty Wanderers community page of the YouTube channel, will Chase Sexton race Redbud or be a no-show? 63% of you said he shows up, while 37% of you said no show. Well, let's go ahead and take a lap around the comments. First up at the starting gate, rocking his open face, Matt Kakut comes in with, Walty is always trying to stir up the drama. Well, somebody's got to do it, bro, and this thing's got drama written all over it. But thanks for the comment. Let's see who's up next. Von Hansey puts on his open face and comes in with, when someone at work asks me a question about something, usually a blueprint question, I look at them now and say, you have to read between the lines and look between the ruts. 3 times now I've done it, and I ain't stopping. Boom, there it is there. Not really answering our question about Chase, but I appreciate the feedback of my brother. Let's read between the lines and look between the ruts with who's up next. Rippin' Rob rips a whole shot and comes in with, Crash Sexton will show up and then have a get off. Boom, and there it is there. Kind of our boy's MO. You never know. We probably should have pulled it. Thanks, my brother. Let's see who's up next. Tyler Bear clicks gears and goes flying by with, he'll go tuck the front one more time on that orange lemon before he calls it quits, just for old time's sake. Boom, and there it is there. Let's hope not. Thanks for the comment, my brother. Let's see who's up next. Casper8662 gets all huck-a-buck in the rollers with, he'll show up and do what he does. Ricky Bobby, shake and bake. He is pretty Ricky Bobby, my brother. Thanks for the comment. Let's see who's up next. Last but not least, Darren Robertson, 8479, pulls a tear off, hits the finish line jump, lights the candles, gets the Bubba endorsed neck burn with, he will show up and then he will ghost again. And there it is there. Actually, very possible. He could show up, race a race, decide he's done, pack it in, and we won't see him again until the playoffs or till he's on a Cowie. Who knows? This should be good, though. I can't wait. Now let's jump back to the studio and wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back, and there you go. So, like I said, this was before we got the announcement that Chase was in for Redbud. Now, there's a really good chance we could see another Paula on our hands where he could show up, lay it down, and pack it in again. He might just be showing up because he felt pressured to. If it was up to him, my guess is he would sit out the whole season and get ready to ride that KXF. The reality is this. I want to see him get in there. I want to see, and I know you do too, I want to see him take it to the Wonder Boy, the Chosen One, the Moto Messiah, and somebody's got to challenge this guy. It's just really just because Chase is coming back. Is he really willing to risk it all when he's in fact now leaving KTM too? And final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy. I want to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now, they're shark infested. Chase Sexton, welcome back to the swimming pool. Nice to have you back. $1 million question is, are you going to ride like you would had you been staying with the team? Or are you going to potentially mail it in? Are you even going to show up at all? If you have a tip over, are you going to pack it in like you did at Paula? That's the $1 million question. And that's why Walty's going to be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, gonna love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.